And yes, I was here. I didn't fix the music, I just picked the new one. Apparently, the GitHub thingy I was using got broken. Two things got broken. Autoplay and the playlist. Because you could also set it to play playlist. And for me, the first song still autoplayed for some even though autoplay is broken. But the moment when the first song on the playlist ends, then there is a problem that it doesn't play further. It doesn't play the next song. I pick a different copyright-free thingy that doesn't have any playlist, and I just had to manually start it. The group gathers again.
I've taken some time to reflect on this. If I had to guess, Professor Cyrus came to the desert knowing that he would almost certainly never return. He's a stubborn man who tends to double down when he feels strongly about something. We won't get anywhere trying to convince him to escape.
I agree. My master Nephis says the same thing. Once Cyrus makes up his mind about something, he won't listen to reason.
So that's one thing. A few other things come to mind too. You've heard all you need to hear about the Temple of Silence. So on that, I don't have anything to add. My own memories of this place are hazy, though. Probably something to do with the overpowering presence of the Ba fragments. That might explain why I suffered from constant headaches and fevers as a child. I do remember having some fleeting moments of profound emotion when vague images would appear in my mind. But I don't recall much, only bits and pieces. I was still young then, and all I could understand was that there was a strong will inside my mind. Thinking back on it now, I suppose it was Hermanubis' way of trying to encourage me, even if we couldn't communicate. The power that came to inhabit my spirit was probably one of the cornerstones of their whole faith. So if the will and might of Hermanubis is a real, intangible thing, and they are its rightful worshippers, then...
You're not gonna give in to their demands, are you? Surely there has to be another way!
Don't make any rash decisions, Dino.
No. I have no intention of returning it. I need this power to protect Sumeru. But the temple has the right to make the final decision over its fate, since it belongs to one of the 7 pillars of King Deshret. So I will challenge them head-on, and win the right to wield this power for myself, fair and square.
This reminds me of something Alhaitham mentioned to me just before we left. He said that the Temple of Silence was originally founded by the ruling elite of the day. Traditionally, such organizations are bound by a strict and ancient code of nobility. Haikaveh has made similar observations about the desert tribes from his work trips there. He says many of them have their own internal rules. They talk about the importance of never dishonoring their tribal bonds, or the rules laid down by their ancestors. I think we could turn that to our advantage. Go back to them with a proposal of our own.
Wow, and just like that, we've turned the tables on them!
Looks like we have the same idea. Turn it back on them now while we still can, in terms that they cannot refuse. That's how we win this.
That sounds good to me.
Great. And I know just how to start the conversation. Let's go find Sethos. We'll tell him that I know a thing or two about medicine and would like to take a look at his grandfather's condition.
Ah, they're such a sly little foxes. Pun intended. Don't they think that they could be overheard here? How confidently?
Sethos, let's talk.
Have you made up your mind?
We'll get to that, but first, I have some degree of medical training, so I was wondering if you might let me take a look at your grandfather?
I have no objections, although we do have our own doctors here. I doubt you'll be able to tell us anything we don't already know.
Only one way to find out.
Follow me. Keep your voices down. We don't want to disturb him.
Let's talk outside. Bamoon has fallen into a deep coma, and his prognosis is quite grave. I'm sure that your physicians have come to the same conclusion. He appears to have sustained a serious injury in his youth, which has been exacerbated over the years by the heavy burden of work and now by the effects of old age. Regretfully, I must inform you that, based on what I've seen with patients in a similar condition, he doesn't have long left. A few days at most.
Yeah. I've known for a long time.
You're his heir, aren't you? You clearly have a lot of respect for the man. But you also see things differently. You have a broader range of concerns and a more pragmatic approach. So tell me how we can end this on your terms. Let's find a way to bring all this to a resolution while Bamoon is still alive to see it. That's what really matters to you. I know it.
Yeah, there's no time to waste here. You know that better than anyone.
You know, the two of you are actually in a very similar predicament right now. Both of you have a very different perspective from the men who raised you.
Right. And you didn't create this situation. They did, but somehow you've ended up having to make the tough decisions.
You're right. We both look at this problem very differently than the people we inherited it from. I accept, Sino. This all began because of Hermanubis, so let's end it with the rite he himself created. Legend has it that when Hermanubis first arrived in Tuletula, he sparred with the city's residents. He and his two companions proved their mettle by fighting over several days, winning the support of many fine people. That group of supporters were some of the first members of the Temple of Silence, and the sparring matches were enshrined as one of our founding rites, the rite of duels. It's where it all began.
Sounds very fitting. I'm in.
As a fellow vessel of Hermanubis, your ties to the Temple of Silence run deep. So I will permit you to participate in this rite, along with your chosen companions.
3 against 3. Sounds good.
However, I have some additional terms. As the challengers, you must win all 3 of your fights to win. And Sino, both of us must put our Ba fragment on the line. The winner takes them both. Letting Cyrus leave with one of the Ba fragments was a mistake, made by my grandfather out of pity. It is a long-standing issue that must be addressed for the Temple of Silence to move forward. I can make no concessions on that front.
None needed. We're on the same page. If I win, the Temple of Silence must release Cyrus, and consider this past dispute resolved. If you win, I'll return my power to you.
It's a deal. Then let's meet at the ceremonial hall tomorrow evening, 8 o'clock.
What could the children be up to? Never mind. Let them do as they please.
Well, after how that went, there's definitely no turning back now.
There never was. Turning back hasn't been an option for me since the moment the professor slipped away to return to the desert.
You have to win. You need this power, both as General Mahamatra and for yourself.
Yeah, that's right! Besides, it stayed with you ever since you were a small child. Surely that's a sign it thinks of you as its rightful owner.
Both as General Mahamatra and for myself. Yeah, when you put it that way. I've had to overcome a lot to tame this power and claim it for myself. Not everyone could have done that.
Exactly!
Let's not get sidetracked. We gotta focus on winning.
The Traveler and I will never lose.
And neither shall I. The desert was home to an ancient and great civilization that, for a variety of reasons, fell out with the civilization of the rainforest. It's just as Dia said. Prejudice has pushed people apart. But there must be personal factors at work here too. I can't shake the feeling that Bamoon cares for many more things than he lets on. And I don't think that Sethos is any kind of villain. He's just doing what he thinks is best. Tomorrow, everything will be resolved.
Okay, wait till tomorrow and PM. Full day. Okay.
Staring into my eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see.
Armory. This way. Also entrance.
We gather on this day to perform once more the rite of duels, with the greatest of all sages, Lord Hermanubis, as our witness, for his power and authority is present in our midst. This is our most sacred of ceremonies, and no disruption from the audience shall be tolerated. It is incumbent upon all to observe the duel with the utmost respect and reverence throughout the proceedings. Representing the Temple of Silence, the Defenders.
Grandfather, you're here.
A rite of duels after all these years. I am surprised by your decisions, Ethos.
I know what I'm doing, Grandfather. Just leave it to me.
Representing the Academia, the Challengers.
Ready. We will fight to have our voices heard.
Warriors, take your positions and decide on the order of battle. We come not to debate what brings our challengers here, nor what will become of the defeated duelists. Duelists, the might of Hermanubis himself is at stake here. Now, fight. Fight until the rightful victor is proclaimed.
I will go first.
Huh? Are you sure?
I'm sure we want to keep our morale up.
I agree. She's very strong. Sending her out first will definitely intimidate the opposing side.
Lol.
Okay, then you're second.
Sure.
We have decided.
So have we. Let's begin.
Duelists of the first bout, please step forward.
Leave it to me. Am I fighting as Lumine or are my team?
Don't forget, safety first! Hey, you there! You better play nice with her, or Paimon will make you regret it!
Little bit too much chatter from the audience over there.
Hey!
Why are we fighting monsters? Also, why there are two of them?
A swift end to the first bout. I now invite the duelists of the second bout to please step forward. When you're both ready, you may begin.
Let's begin.
I have to fight as him too.
Watch out!
Oh no.
Go, Trinity, go!
He drank plenty of water before the bout, so he should be fine.
I hear everything! Can't see? And Shroud! Keep up! Let's nip that in the bud. One with the forest.
Ouchie. I hate both lizards.
Thus ends the second bout. We will now move to the third bout. Duelists, please step forward.
I'm ready.
So am I.
This is the final stage of the rite. I remind you both that the terms you agreed upon in advance are binding. When you're both ready, you may begin.
I am Sethos, vessel of Hermanubis, grandson of Bamoon, the leader of the Temple of Silence. For many years, we have kept our covenant with Lord Hermanubis by guarding the secrets of King Deshret. And even in our darkest hour, when we could not see a way forward, we chose not to abandon hope, but to embark on a brave new experiment so that we might prevail. We earnestly sought Lord Hermanubis' wisdom and power, longing to see his spirit and his light descend upon us. Now, I will fight to become the rightful wielder of that power!
I am Sino, General Mahamatra of the Academia, student and successor of Cyrus, the Sage of Spontamod. I fight in defense of my power, my professor, and my nation. And you. I think you left some things unsaid. This is a sacred duel, and Hermanubis is watching. So bare your soul.
Everyone, old and young, fit and frail, they're all waiting to see how this duel will end. My grandfather is a wise leader. He is also known to be a ruler who is not afraid to get blood on his hands. I understand his beliefs well, and I know what he expects of me. But our faith has held us back for too long. After I grew up, I went to the rainforest once, and I saw for myself the people of the city. Times have changed. The people of Sumeru are happier and more free now than in the past. I thought about this as I stood at one of the tallest points in the city, gazing down at the streets below. Then I thought of you, Sino. You and I both wield the same power, but the lives we lead could not be more different. Each Ba fragment of Hermanubis stands for something different. Might, glory, and one of many other secrets that have yet to be revealed. I once thought that the nature of our fragments must be what makes us so different from one another. But maybe it's that you've found your answer, and I am still searching for mine.
I am more than just a warrior. I am my own person.
Exactly.
The name Hermanubis has left its mark on both of us, shaped the course of our lives. We are his vessels, and yet we are more besides. So show me your answer, Sino. Show me I can be more than my faith, more than the power I wield. Show me the person I can become! Bring it on!
I have to fight here too? Or they're going to have a cutscene?
That's all you've got? What happened to searching for your answer? Fight's over. Do you yield?
You won.
Well then, looks like you found your answer.
I give his glory to you.
I've seen that light. That is the light of our Lord, the great Hermanubis, priest over all other priests. His spirit dwells within that lightning, and his will lives on. Once a warrior of Tynar, he emerged from the barren desert sands to serve the god king Al-Ahmar. After the death of the god king, Hermanubis gathered his followers and the Tynarian priests and led them to the city of Tule-Tula. There, they founded the Temple of Silence, and from that day forth, we became stewards of all knowledge that survived from King Deshret's civilization. Barely a century passed before war ravaged the desert. One by one, Eremite leaders took up arms against each other in battles that would devour what little remained of their civilization. Only the wise city of Tule-Tula was spared under the guiding hand of the Tynarians. But peace did not last. Coveting the knowledge of King Deshret, the beasts set their eyes on Tule-Tula. The king of Gurabad laid siege to the city and ordered the sages to surrender to him the Temple of Silence as proof of his victory. The ruling elite colluded with their oppressors, betraying the temple so as to hold on to their rule over the city. They declared that the knowledge guarded by the temple was the true cause of corruption. These were dark days, and we faced enemies on all sides. Our Lord had long since exhausted his strength, keeping the forbidden knowledge introduced by King Deshret at bay. To ensure the temple's continued survival, he broke his being into many pieces and began the ceremony of Hermanubis' legacy, bestowing his power upon his mortal followers. With this power, the temple was able to defeat the tyrant's army. Yet, we were not hailed as heroes. Strange and unfamiliar as this power was, it struck fear into the people's hearts and drove them to reject us. In the end, the people of the Temple and the Tule Tula Tainarians left the city for good and made their way to the rainforest. What followed next was inevitable. The elite of Tule Tula fell and were decimated. War engulfed the desert. And we wandered from place to place, always in hiding, all the while keeping close watch over our secrets and staying true to our mission. Betrayal forced us out of the desert and into the forest. Then mistrust drove us from the forest into the desert once more. We have lived in exile for far, far too long. Yet, today, the Temple of Silence has borne witness to the glory of Hermanubis once more. Thank you.
How is it? Do you feel okay?
Grandfather.
You, Setos, and the other members of the temple bid farewell to him. In the great hall, people gathered around the coffin.
Hey, Sethos. You'll get through this.
I know. I'll miss him.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
I guess you were prepared for this. It's been a long time coming, huh?
Yeah, he's been on death's door for a very long time now. I think it was only through sheer willpower that he managed to hold on to this point. At least, he was able to see this chapter come to a close before he passed.
What's next for you?
Per my grandfather's last wishes, the Temple of Silence should submit to whoever possesses the largest number of Hermanubis fragments. That entitles you to be our new leader, Sino.
But that's never going to work, as I'm sure you realize. I'm the General Mahamatra. I am needed back at the Academia. I did foresee this possibility, and I gave it some thought. The fact is, I know next to nothing about the staff, records, and environment here. As such, I am ill-suited to be your leader, Sethos. I believe the honor should go to you. Were it not for this duel, or indeed if you had other intentions, the Ba fragments would most likely be in your hands by now. I'm sure Bamun never meant for anyone but you to be his successor.
You really think so?
I do.
Still, I didn't think Bamun looked very surprised by the final result. Perhaps he had an inkling that this would be the way things end.
Well, in any case, since the Ba fragments are with me now, I guess I can call the shots. Sethos, I would like you to succeed Bamun as the new leader of the Temple of Silence. You are more suited to the role than I, and I have complete faith that you will be an excellent leader. Just think of it as doing me a favor.
But doesn't that render everything that we've been through up to now meaningless?
No, it doesn't. This experience has allowed us to become friends, which means that the Academia and the Temple of Silence will become partners once more. That's a much bigger deal than you might think, Sethos. You said yourself, times have changed. You have to believe that things can change for the better here at the temple too.
I will try. To be honest, I couldn't have asked for a better outcome.
Actually, part of me wonders whether Bamun's intentions from the very beginning was just to create enough pressure to force us towards a duel. That way, no matter who won, one of us would have to surrender our Ba fragment, and the power of Hermanubis would be concentrated in one single person. Had you won, the Temple of Silence would have doubled its strength. And were I to win, he correctly anticipated that I wouldn't suddenly drop everything to become the leader of the temple, much less integrate the temple into the academia by force. He knew that the temple's future would depend not just on the guidance of Hermanubis, but the support of the academia too. So he made it his responsibility to ensure his successor would be free from the burdens of the past. His plan meant that whoever ended up succeeding him, they would have an easier time interacting with the academia. With one single letter, he lured out the professor. No matter what happened after that, it would result in a net benefit to the temple.
And here I thought the General Mahamatra wouldn't care for all these trivial details. You're absolutely right. Grandfather and I considered this from every angle. We had to find a way to mend our relationship with the academia. In that sense, the right of duels was just a means to an end. Thank you for everything, Sino. As a gesture of our gratitude, to those that you and Lesser Lord Kusanali deem worthy, I will grant the honor of access to the Temple of Silence for their pursuit of knowledge. The Temple of Silence has a wealth of information on King Deshret's civilization, more than any other organization in existence today. In times when you need information that only we can provide, we will be here to support you. But you must be exceedingly careful with your selection of candidates, lest you lead humanity to repeat the same mistakes. By the way, Tainari, my grandfather was so happy to see you. You are a descendant of the Veluka Shuna, and we are the heirs to the will of Hermanubis. The story goes that King Deshret chose the sage Hermanubis from among the Tainarians and appointed him as his familiar. He went on to fight many valiant battles with his Tainarian companions. They always stood by each other, from the founding of the Temple of Silence to the fall of Tuletula. The Tainarians who left Tuletula joined their human counterparts in the rainforest. A few centuries later, when some of the group returned to the desert, many of the Tainarians chose to stay and put down roots in the rainforest. In all likelihood, those were your ancestors.
How fascinating. My father once mentioned that I was named after the Tainarians, but I never knew that my forebears had such a history with the Temple of Silence.
I like this story.
By the way, has anyone seen Cyrus?
Yes, Cyrus. You'll probably find him in my grandfather's room. He wouldn't show it in front of me, but I think he still has many fond memories of my grandfather.
If it's true that you and your grandfather really planned for everything to turn out this way, then I guess he didn't really resent Cyrus as much as he appeared to.
Who knows? Perhaps all of us, you, me, and Cyrus, we're all just pawns in my grandfather's plan to set things straight. He was awful like that.
Someone's got to make the decisions when history is at a crossroads. I will make a detailed report on all of this to Lesser Lord Kusanali, and arrange for an official delegation from the Academia to come and meet you in the desert. I'm sure you'll have lots to attend to in the days ahead. But once things return to normal, please come and visit the rainforest again. You should stay for a few days this time, and start to build some relationships. If we're going to work together, both sides have to get to know one another better.
I will. All right, well, bye for now, everyone. I'll be seeing you.
See you soon. Come hang out with us anytime.
Best of luck to you, Settles. So it's not the end. Also, those people that are being chosen, I have a slight feeling that Alhaitham and Haikaveh will be chosen. Also, this is even more cool because Haikaveh has a lot of design characteristics that are reminiscent of King Deshret, so he is probably entitled to access to this temple. Going down, down, down.
What were you thinking gallivanting off into the desert alone at your age? What if you take the bucket, You told not a soul what you were up to, designated nobody to handle your affairs, and left everyone scrambling frantically to try and figure out how on earth to clean up the colossal mess you'd made.
Was he worried about him?
Oh, please, will you stop your yelling? What other choice did I have?
What do you mean, what other choice? Do you mean to tell me that after all your years of learning, and sagehood no less, the only idea you could conjure up in that white-haired walnut of yours was to shoot off into the unknown like some hot-headed 20-year-old adventurer? A one-man suicide mission, That's the best idea that one of the finest minds of a generation could come up with, is it? It astounds me that you survived the journey, and you're lucky that Ba Moon didn't finish you off when you arrived.
Wait. How do you know, Ba Moon? Also, why do you know so much about this? This kind of situation... Remember how I said yesterday that Cyrus is kind of like Haikaveh? I have a feeling that those two have the same kind of dynamic that usually Alhaitham and Haikaveh had. Nafis is Alhaitham and Cyrus is Haikaveh. They are like oil and water.
All right. Honestly, the way you're going off on me, it's like you wish you'd been there to lend him a hand. Does it mean nothing to you that I'm your colleague and former classmate?
I've got nothing more to say. What's the point of berating an old bag of bones?
What do you mean, bag of bones? I'm a flesh and blood hero who, despite his old age, saved our General Mahamatra from being stripped of his powers. Okay, look. Fine, I admit it, I was in the wrong. How can I make it up to you? What about, a month's work at the Academia?
1 month? Try 3.
Also, if they were classmates, why Nafis doesn't have any visible signs of being old on his face? Like, are they different age groups? How much different? How much academia is similar to the university? Because technically you can go to university at any age. Most people go young, but old people also can enter universities.
Inari's master is really laying into Cyrus. Let's give them a wide berth.
Yeah, we are too young to get involved.
Professor brought this on himself. Don't pay any attention to him.
LOL. He's like, Dad ripped what he saw. Let's leave him.
Wow, I haven't seen Master get this riled up in a long time. The last time he chewed someone out like this must have been back when I was still a student.
I think I'll go around and update everyone. Tell them the situation's resolved. Want to come with me? We can go for dinner afterwards. My treat. You in?
Food!
Makes sense. I'm in.
Free food is free food.
Paimon's coming too! Let's go!
I saw Kole behind us.
You'd better start packing your things. Report for work first thing tomorrow morning. I'll be waiting for you.
Lol.
What about my allowance? Oh, and is lunch covered? How about dinner?
Don't push your luck. Let's not forget who is compensating whom here.
Lol.
Hey, man's gotta eat. Help me figure out something for lunch at least. I'm counting on you.
Where did I see Kole? Ah, here. And look for this.
Hey, Kale.
You're back! Well, look who we have here. Would you mind explaining to me what has been going on this past few days? I heard you all ran off into the desert and got embroiled in a major catastrophe.
Baru-san, what are you doing here even?
All taken care of.
That does not answer my question. How could you be so careless? That goes for you as well. Yes, and you too.
Why are you acting like our mom?
When you run into problems, you really ought to ask for help, you know? I've been around the block. Don't you think it would have made sense to involve me? And let's not forget, I know the desert like the back of my hand.
Now would not be a good time to attempt to argue with Farazan.
You're right.
Mm-hmm. It's not the first time that I've had to talk to you about this sort of thing either. You need to learn that there are times when the right thing to do is get a more experienced member of staff involved. Do I make myself clear? Because if you don't,
Kale, please do something.
He's giving me the signal. All right, guess it's time to play my ace in the hole. Say, Madam Farazan, I can see you're pretty upset, but I was just wondering, remember that time you offered to give me a tour of the academia? Does that offer still stand? Huh? Wait, did I hear that right? Kale, you remember? Wonderful. Well, of course the offer still stands. Come on, Madam Farazan will show you around the old classrooms.
She was so quickly distracted. Baru-san, what are you doing? That was too easy!
Poor Kale getting dragged off like that. Also, check out Farazan acting like some sort of official academia tour guide.
Kale! Cup.
Huh? What? Oh, right! What do you mean, cup? You need a cup. I can get you a cup. Oh, it's nothing. Just Master's way of reminding me to stay hydrated while I'm out and about.
It's code for let's reconvene at the cafe. Tainari and I used it while we were in school, and it's become something of a family tradition now.
Family tradition! So they see themselves as family! You are such a good boyfriend, guy. And they taught the secret password to their surrogate daughter.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
But why a cup? And why did they need it in the first place?
Mm-hmm. 2 people left. Let's bring them along too.
You mean Kawa and I'll hate them? They must be in House of Diana somewhere. Look, they are here now. They weren't here before.
Am I hallucinating? Or do I see Kaveh and Alhaitham engaged in diligent studying?
Oh no! Kinda, why are you so surprised?
We're just reorganizing all the books we used. Look, there's a whole mountain of them.
There's no rush. Nobody reads these books anyway.
My sincere thanks to you both.
Yes, with your help, we resolved the issue rather swiftly and painlessly. And the outcome was better than we could have hoped for.
Kinda informs Alhaitham and Kaveh of everything that happened in the desert.
I see. The Temple of Silence resorted to rather unique means of self-preservation. It explains how they managed to remain hidden for so many years.
And it sounds like they managed to preserve a whole load of ancient documents as well. I'd love to go check those out if I ever had the chance.
That day will come. The Temple of Silence is a hugely important organization, and we'll be sure to maintain good relations with them in the future. Now, as a token of my appreciation, I'd like to treat everyone to coffee.
Sounds good.
Yeah, sounds great. Although after the last few days, I don't know if I can handle another coffee. But I can just order something else.
Sure. Let's go.
Kaveh, what were you doing to that coffee? How many coffee cups did you drink? This is so weird. Interacting with Kaveh and Alhaitham without them arguing over anything. Is that just insane? Kind of. Okay, so we are going to this cafe. Enter cafe.
And then the Traveler just pounced on their opponent and knocked him right out cold. Then there was Tainari. He put up an amazing fight too. We ended up winning all 3 bouts. Whoa. Part of me wishes I'd been there to see it, but I'd have been biting my nails off worrying about you guys.
Why is Sino sitting with me? Is it like, well, my boyfriend is sitting with our daughter, so I guess I will sit here because I can't just sit with Alhaitham or Kaveh.
A truly edifying account of the events. Bereft of detail, but it has livened up the room all the same.
Hey, Paimon included all the juicy details. The Traveler just pounced and then waved their sword like this, then spun around and blocked.
Despite winning 3 bouts in a row, you still ceded the position of leader to him. That's very dignified of you, Sino.
Of course. Being dignified comes with being a true champion.
I got to be a champion too for once. I've not sparred much with desert folk before. It was a pretty unique experience.
You are fighting monsters. The venue was pretty impressive too, a very ceremonial affair.
Yeah, huge place. It felt like something right out of an epic poem. Imagine this. It was like there was...
Maybe save that one for later, Paimon. Dessert's here.
Everyone enjoys each other's company and the General's Mahamatra's generosity. The shockwaves left.
I think that'll do me for today.
Shall we stop off at the House of Dana again before heading home? We should probably finish putting all those books back.
Heading home.
My thoughts exactly. See you around.
I should get going as well. See you all later. Make sure you get some good rest tonight.
I need to go say thanks to the Core 30 for their help. Also, Sir Nephis says he wanted to introduce me to some of the Academia's work processes. So, I gotta dash too.
I feel like Kaveh didn't have to say goodbye to us because a second before he just said, shouldn't we come back to Academia, Alhaitham, because we have to put all the books back. If Alhaitham said bye, then Kaveh could just say Yeah, so see you again later, and instead he reacted as if he and Alhaitham were going to two different places.
Kali's come a long way. She's much more confident at dealing with other people these days.
Good.
Everyone's a work in progress. You never stop learning.
Yeah, true.
That was good. It feels like everything's finally wrapped up now. Life is all about these moments when you can finally relax and hang out with good friends after a job well done. And also, those desserts Sino got, they were really good. Paimon definitely needs more of those in the future.
Didn't you just leave a camp in the forest unattended? And let's come back again sometime.
Do you three have anything planned for the rest of the day? If not, would you come somewhere with me?
Again? Sure, where are we going?
That's a secret for now. Wouldn't want to spoil the surprise.
Okay, I think I can guess what you're talking about. It'll definitely be a nice surprise.
What?
Well, now Paimon's curious. Come on, let's go.
Where are we going?
Been a while since I last made my way up here.
Wow, look at this place! We're so high up!
Need any help?
Don't underestimate me. I am actually a tree climbing champion.
As you wish.
That's a nice spot, isn't it?
What a great view! We're so high up, we can see for miles!
Traveler,
Yeah?
turn around.
What? Oh. It's beautiful.
This is my secret base. Somewhere I only bring my best friends. When I was a student, I used to slip away and climb up here all the time, just to clear my head. I was quite young then, and hadn't made too many friends yet. Back then, I had a lot of the same questions that Sethos was asking. Who am I? Why do I have this power? And what should I be fighting for? Our gifts help us to find our rightful place in the world. That was my experience. And I'm sure Sethos will figure things out in his own time, too.
As long as Hermanubis' power endures, you will remain inextricably linked to the Temple of Silence.
You two really are like brothers.
I feel the same way.
You're one tough cookie, Sino.
Of course. I see no need to be humble when it comes to the facts.
I still remember one time when we came up here to chat and do our homework. Sino accidentally dropped a fruit. Luckily, he has fast reflexes, so he caught it just in time.
That was the one and only time. Nothing will ever slip through my fingers again.
Lol.
Those were good times. I kinda miss the student life.
You know, Paimon really shouldn't be able to imagine Sino doing something like that, but for some strange reason, the mental image is coming through clear as day.
Then make it stop. There's somebody there. It's Professor Cyrus. You guys carry on without me. I'll be right back.
Okay.
And I knew it.
Hey, you're not supposed to jump down! Be careful!
I knew it, Hilda. It was just asking to jump off. I am Sino!
Oh my days. I can't believe how stupid I look in this one.
Are you Haikaveh really?
Professor, what are you muttering to yourself about?
Sino, just the man I'm looking for. Guess what I found in some old notebooks?
Some old photos?
Can you believe it? This notebook was just sitting in a pile of odds and ends in the sage's office. I must have forgotten to take it with me, and no one's touched it since. It was still right there. I was at the Academia earlier to discuss my workload with Nephis. I swung by the old office to have a look around and just happened to cross it. Well, time flies. Look how tiny you are in this picture. Still a kid.
You look quite young yourself in that one. Ah, it's this one. I remember that. Lisa took it, didn't she?
Yep. Looks like her work, all right. Who else could have found just the right angle to make me look so unbelievably hideous?
And this one. Looks like we're both dozing off.
Oh, cheeky girl. Taking secret photos of us without our knowledge.
Is there something you'd like to say to me, Professor?
Like what? Like, these are good photos, aren't they? Hey, at moments like this, I hardly know where to begin. I can't pretend I'm a good person. But Moon had every reason to despise me. And well, so do you if you feel the same way.
Don't be ridiculous, you old codger.
Is that not what you wanted me to say? Oh, I've dreamt of that place many times after leaving the desert. Sometimes I've dreamed that I was doing research with them again. And other times, I dream of the day they saved my life. Oh, it was one of the happiest times of my life. We all learned so much from one another. You've matured so much over the years, I know.
Since you're my professor, I should save you some face by not calling you out on all the non-answers you just gave. So, I will do the right thing and keep my mouth shut.
Cyrus, you sly fox.
Good thinking. Take your own advice next time. Seriously, why bully an old man like me? I thought heroes were supposed to be gracious. Hey, wait, how did I not notice this one earlier?
Lisa strikes again. Just how many did she take?
Look how cute you were when you were little. I remember how well-mannered you were back then, too.
Lol.
Yeah, and look how serious and professional you used to be.
Oh, I can't compete with you anymore. First you get better than me at the deadpan jokes, and now you're besting me at those little quips, too.
Don't say that. I still have a lot of respect for you.
That's more like it. Hey, what would you say to meeting up with Lisa again sometime?
I'd like that. Let's find a time and pay her a visit in Mondstadt.
All right, I'll add it to my schedule. Let's go next week.
So quickly?
Wait, no. Next week is the tomato growing competition. I have got to beat Zaha Hadid.
Lol.
Or you could find a real hobby, Professor.
Time has passed too quickly. The children have all grown up. But it turns out grown-up kids are no use. When Nephis comes after me, Sino still can't do anything to protect me.
Lol.
Oh, that boy.
Lol.
Great view today. This atmosphere calls for a joke out of left field, to catch the listener unawares.
I don't know. I feel like that. Is Tahanari still here? Aspire. Tahanari is not here. Which was Coven of Haikaveh? Ah, here. What about it?
These parts are safe for sure.
Trust me, just take my word for it.
The sight of shiny jewels
This was their house. And they can't enter. Okay, what now? I feel like there was not that much stuff. Fire at this one?
Something you wish.
Cover didn't get any more out. I saw on Twitter some more stuff.
To report?
So it kind of feels like some of the stuff I saw on Twitter that people were talking about weren't specific quest. And I thought they were coming from that quest. And maybe my memory is just buggy. Okay, let's check what that guy wants from the Pyro Regis Fine. I still have a business in murdering Pyro Regis Fine like several times. Ah, you're finally here. You're the protagonist, yes? That's me. You're a protagonist. Simon's not sure what you mean by that question. Ah, would you look at that? Too eager for my own good again, and then even told me to be concise when I was posting the commission too. Here's the lowdown. I'm Ranjit, a chief of Cuisine's creative. I've been looking to get along nicely with a Pyro Registine, but it seems uninterested in my company. Spitting fireballs and slamming the ground, nothing I could do about that, so I'm hiring some adventurer help. Of the protagonist kind, to be exact. No problem, just leave it to me. Hey, don't go around agreeing to that on such ridiculous commission. Wait, are you for real? A creative cuisine chef making friends with a Pyro Registine. Nothing about this makes any sense. Really, I mean it is a very grumpy plant, but you never know till you try, right? And after the Registine, I would also like to give the Primo Geobishop, Jade Plume Terror Shroom, and Millennial Terror Seahorse a go. This is getting crazier by the minute. Where did you even get these ideas from? Actually, it's because of my trip to Natlan not long ago. It's a truly amazing place. If I had to describe its marvelous novelty, it would be like the first time I ate curry spicy enough to make me rain sweat. My tongue had taken all the stimulation it could bear, but I shoveled spoonfuls after spoonfuls into my mouth. I couldn't help myself. Speaking of which, I met a whole bunch of friends in Natlan. They're all good folks. Some taught me rock climbing and others introduced me to the hot spring. Bet you didn't know this, but the people of Natlan, especially their warriors, dress in imitation of their Saurians, and when in full panoply, they look every bit as brave. I made myself a hat based on those of my Natlan friends. Pretty awesome, huh? Sure, it is pretty unique, but Paimon can quite tell what you're talking about just from that. True, I mean, I haven't got a Saurian body with me, do I? It sure would be nice if I did, though, but I'm not a local, and to be honest, I would get restless staying there too long. That's why I thought to get myself a companion outside Natlan that could take the spot of a Saurian. Even if that doesn't work, it will make a great story to tell my Natlan friends. If that's your goal, you could have picked more suitable target to make friends with, right? And don't you find them suitable? I mean, they're even like the Natlan Saurians, and they're also strong to boot. A Sumpter Beast companion really nothing to brag about. I will need a more demanding trial if I want a tale worth telling. The real pity is that I can't be the protagonist myself. Calming this beast that rage day and night is no easy task, let me tell you. But I suppose that's your field of expertise as an experienced adventurer, right? Of course, I will provide support from the sidelines. Nets, food, you name it, you can leave it to me. But as our negotiations with our prospective partners, the spotlight is going to be on you, dear protagonist. Why are you foisting the dangerous stuff onto your protagonist? The pay had better be worth the work. Of course, sure thing. Since we're agreed, shall we head out now? My thoughts are ready and my equipment all checked. We should be good to go. I forgot about the villain completely.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Laid bare.
Witness the power of Gugwa!
Solidify!
You wish to know more about me? Why, of course.
I have unfinished business with that fight already, it's fine.
Overrule!
Crumble! Order guide you! Gather!
I'm going in! Know my sword!
I need to level up Bennett, that's what.
Oh, ow! Where did that come from?
I didn't realize we had enough. I did this for nothing. Guess.
Oh, ow! Where did that come? Benny's adventure team, assemble! Oh. Oh.
Or not. Oh!
What could the children be up to? Never mind. Let them do as they please.
Try something new at the One-Man Restaurant.
Ad Astra Abyss. Ad Astra. Thank you for
Adventurer.
So I can't do more with their block because this event started today. I need to remember to do those for free materials. Anyway, I was wondering because I actually planned to do it tomorrow, but I already have the game installed. Hello, thank you for the follow, Robrian Pinkian. Your name reminds me of very refined lady from the manhwa and manga about villainesses I am reading. That's a really good name, I like it. I have to write it down. Robrian.
Should I save this money? New at the One-Man Restaurant.
Cheap and tasty chop suey!
Liyue people must have iron stomachs.
Oh, think I may have.
Leo's really got a lot going for it.
Something you wish to report? Go on. You have my undivided attention.
It's also a funny name because you can shorten it to Rob and then nobody knows who we're talking about. Because Rob is a male name, but you also can shorten it to Brian, Anne, and stuff. Robbie.
Try something new at the One-Man Restaurant.
So as I was saying, I didn't plan to do it today, but I am a bit curious.
Stabilize!
Transfixed! Yeah! Teamwork is strength! Let me weave you a verse. Laid bare. Let's light it up!
Gather! I will have order!
Rain outlines your fate.
I had gone to pick with that guy. There. Sadly, I can't farm more materials of Lakino because for some reason her ascension material is only available once a week. That's annoying. I can do this off stream because we don't know how much time waiting. Okay. Let me wait. Okay, there's seems to be an issue. Which weren't here before. That's annoying. I can make simple short, but just like alpha. Let's say I just remove this. Okay. Should work now. What will happen? Okay, there. Oops. No. Was it playing all this time with open browser? Okay. Uh, okay, downloading something. Update complete. Please restart the game. Okay. I guess we'll be moving here for a second. So I'll restart the game. Verifying files are integrated here. So I just downloaded it today and I had some issues with opening it. Looks like Epic Store launcher doesn't work. Something is happening. Wait. To log in. Okay. Europe recommended. Good. But Europe is recommended. That's the point. Getting grace scheduled officially launched in May at the end. I can't open it yet. That's fun. I thought we'll be able to play it today, but they said 22. Tip. Sounds good. But I have nothing to do otherwise. I was not really in the mood to do anything. There's 1 hour left. We could start some quest again that I have to do. I have to open them. I knew it that there will be a problem today, but I was hoping that maybe we are late enough that it will already be on. Especially considering that when I put Wuthering Waves, there were a lot of people watching, and I was like, what are they watching? Like, is the game, like, are they watching people who are on different servers who can play it? Or on different server they still don't have the hour? Because it was supposed to be 22nd of May PT time, and I don't know what time is PT. Currently it's 21st May here. I mean there in PT. So they also can play. So who is watching? Like, who is watching? Why is the category existing here? Nothing. But at least we saw the first screen. That was nice. I logged in. I picked Europe. It now game knows I'm European. Don't judge me. So where is my Genshin? I must have accidentally closed it. And where's my Luffy music? Where's my Luffy? Yeah. It doesn't work because the autoplay broke. It's so annoying that I have to now trigger my own music. It should be an autoplay, but it broke. And I don't know when the guy who put out this GitHub will fix it. Problems of the first world. And I have to do the same for my in-game needs. Like, there I had to figure lots one out by myself, and here I have to figure this out. That's so bad. Yeah, I guess we'll go murder that guy once again. But I guess he already survived. I'm looking for other key materials. Everything! Hello, Mr.
Solidify!
Overruled! I'm going in! Huh? Witness the power of Gugwa! Rain outlines your fate! Laid bare! Let's light it up! Teamwork is strength!
Stabilize!
Die. Oh, wait, I forgot about one thing. I have my Serenity Pot. I forgot to visit it yesterday. Oh no, that's bad. I was putting rainbow rolls in. But now love rolls. Because rainbow roses are everywhere. I visit my Serenity Pot only when I have to.
This realm is...
Don't have any keep this, this. Oh, facial got done. I guess she needs to be swapped for someone else.
If you ever have it...
Who out of my companions has not maxed much? Friendship. And. Oh. And 9, 6, 7, 8, 6, 5, 4. What I have here?
This realm is...
Shut the fuck up.
If you ever have...
I guess we'll be putting Arlecchino. special. Using a cover here. The young place here. Empty. Where's special? Ah, I know where's special. I was bypassing her not long ago. Forgot. She's guarding my card. Here you are. You are retiring. I don't know if it's good idea to put Arlecchino somewhere here. She will scare away people. Oh, I have friendship levels here. Oh shit. Okay, thanks. We swapped Arlecchino for baby. Hello. She looks at home. Ascension material. Only 5 needed. And there are a lot here. And there's also some quests.
Overruled!
Dead. I guess the quest is somewhere below. And now I'll need this, and this. Matter out. Could be able to make a stick of those. Character essential: a pilgrimage for a wish, a battle to earn a name. Burn to cinders for a dream, if the intention yet remains, achieve truths he had. Why is it like this? Is there any under here? No, teleport is over. Here's how to get there? Or maybe that mission mark is just old and I didn't remove it. Do you two happen to be heading to the sea as well? If so, please could I trouble you to bring me along by the harbor? My wayrider is pretty small. Ah, I see. Oh dear, this is going coffee. Well, if it's really urgent, we could still help. Oh, what kind souls you are! In any case, my name is Julieta and I sell instruments. Not long ago I inked an order with some outlander gentlemen for a batch of materials from them. I mean, even the greatest artisan wouldn't be able to fashion an instrument from nothing. According to the contract, the payment must be made these 2 days at Vida Harbor, but I overslept and missed the last boat. It might be the nightmares I've been having lately, but I couldn't sleep well. It is my fault, of course, but right now I need to get to Vida Harbor. So if you would be willing to help, I will be immensely grateful. 3 times the going rate, that's what I will pay. 3 times? You sure are generous, huh? Well, it's a matter of trust and reputation. This is life and death for us business people. Well, sure seems that way. Well, what are you waiting for? Get on board, sailor! Thank you so much, kind mom. we are here. Thank you both so much. Now I can deliver the payment as promised. We can have our outlander friends viewing us companions as fickle folk who flip on their agreement. Well then, here's the payment as promised. Shiny, shiny Mora, as long as there is some to be had, we can do business. That means since we are here already, why don't we have a look around, even if we were to go back to Petrichor now? Did you two come from Petrichor by any chance? Hey, don't just talk to people from behind like that. You gave Paimon a fright. Oh, did I startle you? My apologies truly. I simply could not contain myself upon hearing my hometown's name. Did you really have to get this excited though? Well, I left home when I was young, and I haven't been back since. 10 years flew by while I did business in Sumeru. 10 years without word from home. Well, since you have come from there, would you tell me how things have been going? Right, I forgot to introduce myself. Just call me Giustino. Hello there, Giustino. Paimon's name is Paimon, this is Lumit, and you have come to the right people. We have a deep understanding of Petrichor, after all. Wouldn't he think we are crazy if we told him that we followed the cat and wound up disrupting an ancient plot and resolving the crisis in his hometown, though? Well, those things did happen, but it would sound like pure nonsense. Petrichor is doing great. How great, you ask? As great as before, that's how. Really, just as before, then? That's good. That's good. Speaking of which, wouldn't it be better for you to go since you're a local rather than rely on us outsiders? You speak reason, I should do, yes. I did not bat an eyelid when I left it all behind back then. Yet now I shrink back from my desire to return. How strange. My courage fails me as I grow older. If I hadn't found this flute in my baggage while packing... Oh. When I left home, I had nothing with me but this flute. In truth, my family disapproved of my departure, and my father snuck the instrument out to me at the last minute. Good times those, not a mora to my name, but with the flute strains flowing free, a fire in my belly and a dream, it was like the whole world was mine for the seizing. Later I would have lots of friends in Sumeru and my business would grow. If only I could have written them a letter, but I had all but forgotten my family and home. Anyway, if I may make such a request, would you be willing to take me with you when you return to Petrichor? So you're gonna pay us triple too. Triple? That's right, the lady we just ferried over had urgent business to attend to, so she paid us triple for the ride. Well, I should have enough for that. Alright, I'll pay you triple too. Strike while the iron is hot, as they say. Since I decided to return home, any delay will be detrimental. Well, we're not exactly professional boatmen or anything, but such premiums are tough to refuse. You just manipulate him into paying you triple. My waiver right is a fast and steady boat. Hop on board and we'll be off. Thank you. Am I a ferryman now? You don't look so good. You sure you're okay? I'm just a bit seasick. Oh, sorry, I will just throw up over there for a bit. Be right back. Sure, but don't forget to come back as soon as possible. After a good long while. Wait, something is not right. Why isn't Giustino back yet? Did he vomit till he passed out? That's serious, but you were keeping the boat pretty steady, or maybe it's because Paimon flowed. Either way, we have got to fight him and fast. This is some thicker cloth. Hello there, have you seen a merchant from Fontaine dressed in Sumeru garb? Explain the situation. So this fellow you're looking for is named Justinio, and he claims to be from Vtuber. That's right, have you seen him? Wait, were you two acquainted from before? Just acquainted, huh? Still, even if I recognize him, I wonder if he still recognizes his little brother. So many years away and not a letter sent back, why I already had a tombstone erected for him behind the town. And now he's back and he hadn't paid his boat fare. Disgraceful. Disgraceful indeed. We shouldn't comment too much as outsiders. Wait, but we are the victims here, aren't we? And if Justinio really does faint from discomfort somewhere... Fine, I'll go search together with you. I'm a local, so I know our surroundings better. Also, I have some idea as to where he will be. Are you pulling my leg? I'm sorry, but I really don't remember. Don't you know what this uniform means? Doesn't it remind you of anything? Of course I know what you do, but I am debt-free, or I should be, unless a friend took a loan in my name. A friend? Who cares about those excuses? I only recognize what's written here on the contract in black and white, and it's my duty to make violators pay up. This is my first job, you know. I wanted to be worthy of this uniform, so I showed up at the specified location 3 days in advance. 3 days! I spent them thinking about the excuses you would make to get out of paying and how I would respond. And then you just up it and run! All that effort I put in wasted. Now I've no choice but to go by the book and teach you a lesson first and then bring you back to report. No, I don't want to leave Vtuber anymore. Help me. Stop it. Does any amount of money owe warrant such cruel treatment? Please, Lumine, don't let him hurt Justinio. Only you can stop him now.
Lay to bear. I'm going in!
I will have order.
Rain cutter!
She couldn't survive that. Hired help! Seriously, would you rather pay through the nose for a powerful bodyguard than just follow a contract? I will never understand you, merchant. No, I just couldn't control myself after seeing your uniform. Actually, I'm also here to collect the debt. That's right, he hasn't paid us our triple boat fare either. But you know, if he's in this much debt, it seems unlikely that we'll get paid at all. No, I still have enough for the boat fare. I counted, I should be fine on that front. Then what about the contract and debt he speaks of? Is that perchance the souvenir you're giving us after more than 10 years? How could you say that, Giovanni? I really don't know a thing about the contract he's talking about. I don't know what to say to make you believe me, though. The handbook says that people will lie and do all they can to wriggle out of debt. But the contract is clearly written, don't you even try. You still owe us payment for 10 crates of materials to make those blasted flutes of yours. Wait, what did you say? Flutes? Are you still sticking to the pretense even now? Patricipasia? You Fontanians sure have names that are annoying to pronounce. Sorry, but who is that? My name is Justinio Pasquale. One moment, let me see. Giulietta Participasia from Vtuber. Hey! We ferried that lady! This seems to be a woman? Wait, if you're not that woman, then why were you going on about some flute back there by the harbor? I was talking about this flute. This is the flute my father gave me when I was about to leave home. He hoped that I would inherit the family business of instrument making, but I... forget it. Hold on, if this had nothing to do with you, then why did you run? I'm sorry, but I really don't remember. I said that, didn't I? But you sounded so aggressive and looked so frightening. What was I going to do except run? Well, this is my first job, one to remember. Of course, I had to double my enthusiasm. The point that you showed up 3 days in advance. You were way too anxious. Then where did the Giulietta Participasia go? Speaking of that, the lady we paired over first works in the instrument business, you know? The one who was going to be late for a business transaction. Didn't she call herself Giulietta? What? So she's in by the harbor now? I have to find her as soon as possible. She seems to care a lot about credibility, so she probably wouldn't have fall. You're going to get scammed if you hold on to such naive ideas. People lie, that's what the handbook says. Anyway, I've got to go find her immediately. What an idiot. Seriously, where does he get the cheek to lecture Paimon based on that handbook of his? He was the one who made a mistake. What a farce. I see you're the same as ever, big brother, always sucking people into whatever trouble you get into. I don't know whether to laugh or be angry. I'm sorry, Giovanni. I'm sorry for the trouble, you two, but this is no place for chat. Let's find a spot where I can treat you to some snacks and we'll talk. Our town is a small place, and our deserts and tea are all quite ordinary, so they might not look like much to you who have traveled and seen much. Giovanni, why do you have to talk like this? My heart is made of flesh and blood, just as yours is. It, too, can be hurt. Is that so? And here I thought that the heart of one who cares so little about their family would be made of immovable stone. Well, I didn't think it would turn out like this. This is so awkward. Stop arguing, you're going to spoil the taste of the snacks. Anyway, you brothers have been reunited after many years, so shouldn't you be happier about that? Hey, Lumine, come on, help talk some sense into them, would you? I envy you, at least you have been reunited. Actually, Lumine's still searching for her missing brother. You briefly explained the reason for your journey to the two brothers. I see. Must be hard to have to scour the world for your family and you're so young too. I'm sure your brother has his reasons. I don't think he has forgotten you or has intentionally broken off contact. Please don't hate him for it. Thanks. Actually, never mind my problem, you too. To have been guided by a youth like you, we have truly shamed ourselves as elders. We may have had our disagreements, but we are still brothers. Thank you, Giovanni. But don't be so quick to thank me. It was you who voluntarily gave up the family business. Now I am the legal heir to the Pasquale name, so no matter how you... It's alright, Giovanni, I know what you mean. But of all the things I've lost, I regained the most precious of them. As for the rest, I don't need them. Again, don't speak too soon. That novice debt collector wasn't talking out of his hat when he said that people lie. In that case, let us sign a contract. Write a statement in black and white, or perhaps if some other means suits you better. We don't have to go that far. It seems you're quite the same as you used to be, but I've changed. I'm not the man I was before. Let me work in your workshop. I shall be your assistant just as you were mine when we were little. Do your best then. I'm not going easy on you just because you're my big brother. Of course, no worries. Well, so guess the two of you have made up now, huh? Yes, thank you so much for your help. Why, I somehow feel as if the triple price fare was hardly enough. It's just a shame I only have this much on me. If you can sit yourself down and work hard in the workshop, repaying their kindness would be a simple matter. Why are you bothering me? I'm busy. Hear that? Giovanni is going to take good care of me. If we should have the chance to meet again, I'll treat you to. Did we finish the quest? Yeah, we did. That was shorter than I thought. Wait. What happened to that lady in the harbor? Big brother, when you meet Martha and Mose back at the workshop, just let me do the talking. Alright, sure, but who are they again? Martha is my wife and Mose my son. You remember meeting the Valier's daughter? She would often come to the workshop and never mind, I will tell you the story later.
Let me weave you a burden.
Overruled.
Rain outlines your fate.
Pursue return your info.
Something you wish to report? Go on. You have my undivided attention.
Oh, I have tons of those. Those. I don't have none of those. Because I don't fight many Asians. Where was the place where I could... I'm pretty sure you could change one material into another. Where was that? Alright. I hope I could do that at the time. Ah. Yes, I can. Now the only thing blocking is this. I should be blocking now. Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. Oh, today is Wednesday. What is even this thing? I never fought in 5. What are the enemies? Okay. It wants a electrical. Or Geo. Why every single one has different requirements? Ah, I don't have resin. Stop. These are all as well. Do I have any other missions I need to do? There are probably missions I should do. But they are listed on adventures. There's probably still a lot of missions I did. Campaign missions. Okay, I did 37 missions and still I have 8 left. I don't know where the missions are. Fishing game where it's so easy. The 3 primary colors of the solar corona, treacherous light of the dead, roads to the singularity, happy first day, daydream beyond space and time, where is life life? You know what? I hated that some of those quests I couldn't. To make a screenshot of them so I could look for them later. Wow, 60%. Here was a quest. Come back here. Stupid crest of guys. Where is that quest? Did I do this quest already? Looks like I did. Yeah, I did it. What? Wait!
What could the children be up to? Never mind. Let them do as they please.
Did I not finish some mission? So there is a quest here. After all. I will help you. Give me a second. Are you two here for the research assistant position? Sorry, but I am a little busy at the moment. I can tell. Never mind that for now. Why are you locked up in a cage? I had some disagreements with a research partner, Kotrot. He left me here to calm down a little. That's right. I haven't introduced myself yet. You can call me Koisel. You know, Koisel's Clockwork Workshop, that Koisel. Paimon's Paimon, and she's Lumi. Paimon did hear the sound of arguing just now. So that guy who sounded really mad is actually your research partner, huh? Maybe it's time to change your partner. Yeah, a good partner should be like Paimon. Lumine is super lucky to have a partner like Paimon. Could you please help me get out of here? If you can find a way to activate the energy storage device beside me, then the door should open. Please. Those who came here before for the research assistant position also couldn't tolerate this violent temper, so they left as soon as they could. We are the only ones left here now. Well, seeing as that's the case, let's give him a hand then, Lumine. The door is already open. Aren't you going to come out? Actually, there is one more thing I was too scared to mention. If I were to leave this cage now, I am afraid this place could blow up. Blow up? That's right. Like I said earlier, my research partner got a violent temper, which is why he installed a trigger mechanism under the cage. Then what should we do now? Maybe we can try putting a heavy object in his place. Ordinary heavy object won't work, I'm afraid. The way it works is rather complicated. If you could take my spot temporarily, kind Miss Lumine, and wait in the cage a bit, then I can go disable this special trigger mechanism. After all, I've worked with him for years and I know exactly what he was thinking when he put it in place. Sounds a little suspicious. Please believe me, all you need to do is stay in my place for a moment and I will be back from disabling the mechanism before you know it. Perhaps you have heard of the Fontaine Research Institute or Mr. Raimondo and Mr. Pousset. I was once mentored by them. These kinds of technical matters are not difficult and will not take long to handle. All I need is quick moment. Alright then, be quick. Very carefully you swap places with Koisel. Huh, why the door shut again? Maybe it malfunctioned somewhere. I'll go check it out. This doesn't feel right. Don't worry, I'll fix it as quickly as I can. The terminal to disable the trigger mechanism isn't here, so I've got to leave momentarily. Hold on! Guess we have no choice but to wait patiently. To wait for some time. What would be taking him so long? Something didn't happen to him, right? But he said earlier that it was just him and his partner left. Maybe he got locked up again by that partner of his. I think we have been tricked. You're saying he lied to us? I used to wonder, can kindness really be labeled as a good quality? Those filled only with kindness, what good does it even bring them? Who's talking? There was never a trigger mechanism that could set off an explosion. The door of the cage is indeed locked now, however. Well, what will the two of you do? Keep waiting here or take action? What's this guy on about? Also, his voice sounds like Kusel's, but also like the one he was arguing with before. What's going on? Find a way to get me out of here first. Alright, but you're locked inside this cage. How are we supposed to unlock the door? It's all on you, Paimon. Save me. Don't be so dramatic. But luckily, Paimon didn't end up getting locked in the cage with you. Paimon should be able to open the door the way we did before, right? Let's give it a try. Let's see, there are 2 terminals and 2 energy storage devices here. If Paimon can activate the energy storage device by the door, then the cage should be able to open. Where should Paimon go? The terminal by the door or the one by the cage? Try the terminal by the cage. Let Paimon see. Paimon can see the door. Activate the energy storage device by the cage. I can see it from this angle. Okay. The terminal on the door lit up. Paimon should be able to see more from over there, right? Go back to the angle from the terminal on the left side. Activate the energy storage device by the cage. Ta-da! How did Paimon do? Paimon's not so useless after all, right? And then, what's the deal with that crystal guy exactly? Paimon seriously doesn't get it. Let's go look around where he left. Maybe there's something you can find. DTD. This looks like a longer quest. I would never imagined there to be this much space inside. Closing all walls will activate the terminal and open the path. Cutting a wall for Baba. I already closed the pipes above. Maybe I didn't close all the pipes. Yeah.
Everybody stand!
Solidify!
Witness the power of Google!
Something you wish to report? Go on. You have my undivided attention.
Huh. What the fuck is this thing?
What could the children be up to? Never mind. Let them do as they please.
Ta-da! Where are we even going?
An impressive bounty.
Me too, Paimon. I also got by. Oopsie.
Overruled!
Gather! Order guide you!
I'm going in! No, my sword! Ring cutter!
What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected?
What's this? Oh. A lot of experimental records. Well, I don't have more time to think about the puzzle. I guess we'll be stuck here for the time being. Anyway, thank you for being here and see you tomorrow. Bye!